Hello, and welcome to another update video on Bitcoin. So, Bitcoin is currently approaching the invalidation point for the orange scenario for this 1-2 pattern to the downside. So, we're currently watching for potential upside breakouts here. I put that into the member update earlier today. I'm just reading it out here. The longer price consolidates at this level, basically referring to this high level consolidation here, the more the odds begin to tilt towards an upside reversal. And we have really, really good setups at the moment across the sector. Well, for example, just referring to the one that I posted on X yesterday and today, which is SUI. It's a 1-2 pattern here, right? Again, we have a support area. It was reached as long as we're holding above this June low. Yeah, the 1-2 pattern is valid. It's a very bullish chart. Yeah, many people make the mistake. They try to like, if they check the 5-minute charts or anything, right? And then they try to get the lowest low or something possible. But that's not how it works. So it's about zoom out first. Watch the boxes, take a look at the support zone. And then you can zoom in to identify the microstructures. But basically, it's about on the smaller time frame to understand, do we get a 5-wave move up? That's our signal. Yeah. Some buy already when the price hits the box. Some wait until they get the first 5-wave move up. That obviously depends on your risk appetite. What we are dealing with here on the chart is what we see on many crypto charts. Yeah, this is SUI, but I see that on other charts as well. One of them, for example, Virtual. Yeah, one of the charts we're covering in the membership area. So I see 1-2 patterns, right? And when we get a third wave up, it typically happens very, very quickly. Okay, so if you wait for too much confirmation, it can be gone. But again, there's never a guarantee. Welcome to trading. So definitely interesting structures, and I show you that because if Bitcoin breaks to the upside, some of these coins might give us a nice rally. Yeah. So what we are tracking here on the shorter time frame on the Bitcoin chart is a wave 1 to the downside, and then obviously a complex correction in a wave 2 to the upside, and then we're watching for lower prices going forward here like that, right? A 1-2 pattern to the downside is still possible. But if we have that, if we have a test of resistance, which we have at the moment, then we need to see a reaction. We don't see a reaction at the moment, which is why I said the odds for an upside breakout increase. And they're already increasing because we're now starting to break above the 78.6 retracement. So it's definitely interesting. Still, in my interpretation, only a 3-wave move up, yeah. But that's not necessarily a problem because, as I shared with you in the previous video, once we get a breakout above resistance, and the ceiling is already starting to crack. Yeah, our first signal yesterday was the break above the trend line of the channel. Then we could be dealing with a broader corrective rally into the area. It can be corrective into the area between 115.5 to 120.4K. This would be a broader B wave rally. Okay, so this is something to track here. Always, a lot of analysts won't give you that degree of precision. They rather show you the high level, high degree. I always try to show you the alternative pathways, levels, so you're prepared. And it starts to look more and more as if we've bottomed, as if we have a bottom of sorts in place, but we just don't have that break of resistance yet that we need to see. It's starting to break right now, so it's starting to look promising, right? So that means a lot of the altcoins might follow. That means we have to pay attention to this resistance area next. It might happen today, it might happen tomorrow. And for an indication that we are starting to break to the downside, I would need minimally a break below those last lows. Here, I'd say minimally this one around 110,611. Yeah, this would be a first indication. Better, of course, a break below those lows down here, but this would be a first indication that the upside momentum breaks. So that's how we're tracking at the moment the Bitcoin chart. If we get a 5-wave move up, then we could even start to add support areas to the chart for the next corrective pullback, but that requires a breakout first. Now, remember what I said to you before. If we break out, it can happen very, very quickly, just simply by one indicator that helps us determine that is we could use the VRVP. And then you can see it's already accelerating, right? You see that on the daily chart. There's an insufficiency here, yeah. And basically, the market moved down quite quickly, so it can also move up quite quickly. The point of control is around $118,150. So that's at the moment what we're watching for on the Bitcoin chart. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, I invite you to join us on X, just showed it to you, for additional updates, setups, news, and much more. The link is in the description and in the comment section. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.